There are lots of wild predictions for the property market in 2017, so we thought we'd go and talk to a few of our local friends and colleagues in the Aylesbury property market who work at the coalface and get their views of the marketplace in 2017. The views that they express are not necessarily the views of the company that they represent, but their personal views. All good news is, at the end of this video, we do a few outtakes. We think you'll enjoy those. Cheerio.
Eleanor King, Parrott & Cole Solicitors, Head of Residential Conveyancing.
I know you work in the property market. What do you think is going to happen to the property market in 2017?
I think that it will stick as we are at the moment. I don't think there'll be too many peaks and troughs. I haven't seen a huge drop off at the end of 2016, so I don't see that there'll be a huge difference moving forward into this year. Excellent,
thank you. And obviously you deal with a good many buy-to-let landlords. Do you think buying to let is still an attractive and viable proposition?
I do. I think that landlords, if they're looking at a long-term investment, then they are still looking at that. If you're looking for a quick investment and turnaround, I don't know that people are looking at it quite as much that way now because of the stamp duty changes that the government brought in, because it's a larger outlay. But I'm certainly seeing more buy-to-let customers coming out recently.
I know the rental market isn't really your field, but I mean, rents have gone up very heavily over the course of the last year. Do you think they'll go up even further in 2017?
Everything seems to increase in price, doesn't it? So I'm sure rents will go the same way.
And Article 50 is due to be invoked in March by Theresa May. What impact do you think this might have on the property market?
I think Brexit just brought with it so much uncertainty generally, but I think that people still need to move house, jobs, education, all the things that go with that. I don't think it will stop people doing what they need to do, but until we see what it really brings with it and it's finalised, I don't think that we're going to see a huge change to what's happening day to day at the moment.
Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Robert Smith, mortgage broker.
Well, Robert, what do you feel will happen to the property market in 2017?
Personally, I think there will be modest growth in house prices this year. I still believe that first-time buyers are the key, and until we can get them on the housing ladder, people aren't going to be moving.
And what do you think about buy-to-let? Do you think it's still an attractive and viable proposition?
Again, my view is it is for the right investor, for the professional landlord who's taken a long-term view, who's got the correct amount of deposit and looking for long-term property growth. It is still a viable proposition.
And there are tax changes due to this year that will affect the buy-to-let landlord. What impact do you think this will have on the market?
Again, in my view, we are talking with the professional landlords, and I don't think it's got that much of an impact at the moment. Stamp duty has had an initial impact, but I am seeing signs that investors are now coming back onto the market.
And the rents climbed considerably last year. Do you think they will continue to climb in 2017?
Yes, I do. Again, I think first-time buyers are struggling to get onto the property ladder. Therefore, the demand for rental properties is a lot higher, therefore pushing rents up.
And Article 50 is due to be invoked at the end of March, so we're told. What impact do you feel this might have on the market?
Personally, I think it's too early to say. I'm still not convinced that it will take 2 years to leave the European Union if it all goes ahead. So I'll take a rain check on that one.
Lovely, thank you very much, Robert.
Declan Collins, Lettings Manager for Mortimer's Estate Agents.
Declan, what do you feel may happen to the property market in 2017?
I think we've had a good start to 2017 and I see it continuing throughout the course of the year. I think we'll follow a similar pattern to 2016 if I'm honest.
Do you think the buy-to-let is still an attractive and viable proposition?
Definitely. I think as long as you have a strategy, as long as you know what you're looking to get out of a buy-to-let investment, then it's absolutely viable.
There are tax changes due this year that will affect the buy-to-let landlord. Do you think that's going to have an impact on the market?
I think most people have had a chance to prepare for those tax changes, and I think the higher earners in particular are most likely to be impacted, but then they're able to plan and mitigate for any changes.
Rents climbed considerably throughout 2016, as we both know. Do you think that will continue?
Yeah, demand's still there, supply's still low. I think rents are going to keep climbing up.
We were talking earlier today about Article 50 and the fact that that's about to be invoked, most likely at the end of March, we're all being told. What impact do you think that will have on the market?
I feel personally that the impact, if there was going to be an impact, would have been felt straight after the vote. We all know Article 50 is going to come at some point. I can't see what impact it could possibly have that wouldn't have happened at the time of the vote.
Ian Davis, Waterford Estate Agents, Lettings Director.
What do you feel is going to happen to the property market in 2017?
I think it's going to be a good property market. I don't think it'll be as good as 2016. 2016 was an exceptional year with very substantial growth. I'm not sure we'll see that same growth in 2017. We will see growth.
And do you think the buy-to-let is still an attractive and viable proposition?
Very much so. Buy-to-let has never been a short-term proposition. It's always been something for the long term. That hasn't changed. But I think when you look at long-term projections, there's still money to be made buying to that.
And the tax changes that are due to take effect in 2017, they're likely to impact buy-to-let landlords, but what impact do you think this is going to have on the market?
I don't think it will actually have that very much. I think most landlords have already reckoned on those tax changes. Not everybody is a 40% taxpayer. It won't affect those landlords at all. So I don't think there'll be that much impact.
And rents during 2016, we all saw them climb quite considerably across the year. How do you feel the rents are going to do through 2017?
Rents are only going one way, up. It's been very strong in 2016, as we both know. I don't see 2017 being any different. There's just not enough supply.
And Article 50, it's due to be invoked in March of this year. What impact do you think that this can have on the market?
Negligible impact. I think most people have already recognised that we are leaving the EU. That is going to happen. It's not about to be changed. There's not going to be a further vote. Article 50 is just one step along that path. Do you think there will be an impact that they will have on the market?
I have absolutely no idea. That's the one I don't want to answer.
That's fine.
And there's tax changes that are due to come out this year. What impact do you think that's going to have on the buy-to-let market?
Well, you've got to remember that those tax changes only impact on the 40%.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, go stop. Ask the question again.
I can't say cabbage because I won't keep a straight face.
So there's tax changes due out this year that are going to affect buy-to-let landlords. What impact do you think this is going to have on the market?
You've got to remember that that's not going to affect all landlords. There's only certain landlords with certain tax situations where those affect. Again.
Sorry, I'll just need a second.
There you go.
Yeah.